Welcome to Chopstick Travel. I'm Luke Martin, and today I'm in Tokyo, Japan. This is undoubtedly the world's greatest food city. I will say it straight up. This is my favorite place to eat in the entire world, and I am so excited to be finally back here after all the restrictions have dropped, and we've got an exciting video today here in Tokyo. So this morning we're going to the Tsukiji fish market, the outer fish market. This is a place that's famous with tourists for sampling lots of Japanese street foods, and then we're actually going to be having a omakase, or a Japanese set menu of sushi. I'm really looking forward to that, and we're going to be doing a little bit of exploring, showing you around Tokyo. This is, like I said, one of my favorites. It is my favorite city in the entire world for eating, and today I'm so excited to partner up with Japan Wonder Travel, an awesome tour company. So if you'd like to book your tours for eating here in Japan, definitely check out japanwondertravel.com. I'll leave all the information down in the description box. Let's go eat some Japanese food. I'm so excited. So the part for the tourists here at Tsukiji Market is the Tsukiji Outer Market. The inner market used to be the largest seafood market in Japan, maybe actually in the world, but they've closed the inner market and they've moved it to a new market called the Toyosu Fish Market, which I actually had the rare opportunity to film on a previous trip to Japan. You can check out that video. But the outer Tsukiji Market is this place that is famous for tasting and sampling Japanese street foods particularly, but also they have lots of fresh veggies. And I just got the best news ever that tuna season just started the other day. So in the winter the tuna is fattiest, so this is when the tuna is in its prime, and the first tuna of the year always sells for an extremely high price. In previous years, from this restaurant actually right here, one sold for $3 million US. What do we have? What is this?
This one is soybeans.
Soybeans?
Many years before,
Yeah.
ninja eat this.
Ninjas would eat this for energy, yeah?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so are they like roasted?
Roasted.
Roasted,
Just
okay.
roasted soybeans.
Yeah, crunchy.
Yeah, then this one is boiled with sugar and
Boiled with sugar.
with sugar.
Oh, okay, it's sweet.
Sweet.
Sweet. Oh, that's completely different. The first one is crunchy, and the second one's like a raisin. It's like soft and it's kind of sweet.
Like raisin.
They taste good together, actually.
Yes.
Sweet and salty. Ninja beans. Feel like a ninja?
I'm ready to climb the wall.
So this area of Tokyo, Tsukiji, actually used to be ocean, used to be underwater. It's reclaimed land, and it's famous therefore for its seafood, but you can find everything here, like the super expensive Japanese fruits. We just saw some of those white strawberries that go for like $30 a pack.
本当でもおかげさまで。つみれは何個にしますか？10個？はい。1個？2袋。1袋はい。
So we just came across a woman selling grilled fish cakes. She's got different kinds. This one that I've got here is shrimp with onion, and she dips it in a nice sauce. I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit sweet. Let's try. Oh, that's awesome. There's actually pieces of onion in there, a little bit crunchy still, really soft. The sauce is sweet, but a little bit tangy too. Oh, and that's perfect because it's kind of cold this morning, and that's nice and warm you up. Yum, so delicate and delicious. So this one is fish cake with ginger, pickled ginger, the red Japanese pickled ginger. Let's try. The fish cake is so delicate. It's just served on a chopstick too. And I love that ginger flavor. It's not like raw ginger where it's like spicy. It's a little bit kind of sour pickle flavor. Oh, that's actually really good. I'm not usually a huge fan of fish cake, but that's awesome. So there's a melon auction.
There is.
How much was the most expensive one? Do you know?
オークションだとなんか今までで一番高かった
150万っていうのが過去最高。
マジっすか
出ます。
1個ですかすげえオーバー1ミリオンイエ
1 million yen?
1ミリオンイエ1.5ミリオンイエ for 1 melon He says ごめんなさいありがとうございます
皮ごと食べられる。
皮ごといってもいいですか You want to try?
Yeah. What is this?
This is king kang we say
King
King kang but how to say in English? I don't know
King
the
kang
name.
fruit.
King kang fruit yeah Small orange
Wow. So you said I can eat the whole fruit with the skin? Okay, so you can eat the entire fruit. We've just come to this little fruit shop. He's got all these beautiful fruits. And where are these from?
これってどこですか鹿児島ああ Western part of Japan
Western Japan. Okay. Whole thing, yeah? Delicious. It's kind of like an orange, but then also kind of like a maybe like a pear or like a peach or something. Yeah, like a peach and an orange mix. You can eat the seed too.
美味しいなんか
美味しい
みかんっぽいんですけど
Not sour. Sweet.
So what is this shrine?
This is the shrine for fish market
For the fish market. Okay.
Sushi Tombstone
Sushi Tombstone.
Thank you very much
Yeah, sushi. We just popped into this little shrine right outside the Tsukiji Market, and they have a tombstone dedicated to sushi here. So I really feel like I need to pay my respects because, yeah, I've eaten a lot of sushi. So thank you so much. And this one is for shrimp.
そうそう。
おー、あかりさん、
いいです。
どうもどうも。
So there's a woman with a little stall set up, and they're selling or they're giving out samples of dashi, which is like a key Japanese component of many different dishes, and it's basically a stock using kombu, which is a type of seaweed, and then different dried fish, sometimes shiitake mushrooms. So she gave us a little sample here in a paper cut. Let's try it. It's like it's just so lovely. I don't even know how to describe it. It's perfect. It's umami. So it's like you can't even explain what it is. It just like fills your mouth full of this complex flavor, and just so rich and delicious. So this is definitely the most Japanese thing that I've seen so far today. This is a vending machine that you can buy ikura, like salmon roe, and different cuts of fish. Like, look at that. They've got fresh salmon roe and odango, which is like grilled mochi, and salmon packed up. And even after the shops close, if you've had a couple drinks at night and you want to get some salmon roe, well, you can come to the vending machine.
We have only one edge.
Only one edge, right?
one.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay.
Then because we use like a slice,
Right.
not this time.
Just came across a shop selling Japanese knives. Apparently it actually used to be a swordsmith, a blacksmith that would make samurai swords. Of course, there's no more samurai anymore, so now they're just focusing on kitchen knives. And one key difference between a Western type of knife, chef's knife, and a Japanese chef's knife is that there's only one edge. It's better for slicing the sashimi and raw fish.
You want to try?
Yes,
Sencha. Japanese green tea.
One thing that's really cool about the Tsukiji Outer Market is that most of the shops are selling something different. It's almost like a different stall, different product every single place you go. Whereas a lot of markets I visit around the world, you see like repeats of the same thing, whatever's popular or whatever's most popular with the tourists, they'll sell it. You might be familiar with matcha, which is the Japanese powdered green tea. This is like the everyday green tea, so using the leaves, sencha. He just made up a fresh pot, so let's try it. A little bit bitter. It's not as strong or thick or creamy as matcha. It's just like a regular green tea, but a little bit more powerful and strong than your typical green tea or like an oolong tea or something.
Oh. Green tea.
Yeah, wow. Although Tsukiji is famous for its seafood, we specifically didn't eat any because we're going to have an omakase. So we're going to leave it to the chef to make up the freshest sushi of the day. And this is a really famous restaurant called Shutoku. And I'm so excited for this. This is gonna be awesome. First bite of sushi every time in Japan is a special moment. All right, first piece of the meal. This is sea bass. I'm just going in with the fingers. A little hit of wasabi in there. The rice got a little bit of a sourness and just so fresh. Sea bass. And then they've just given us a green tea. Sencha? Sencha, okay. And I love the cup that it comes in. Such a cool cup with all the different types of sushi on it. Round two. This is called kohada in Japanese. It's a gizzard shad, like a silverfish. It's a stronger flavor. The rice, you can notice it's a little bit red. He's using red vinegar, so it gives the rice a really nice flavor. And that gizzard shad's super fresh. He said this is the perfect season for gizzard shad. I just love sitting at the bar and just watching the chef do his thing. Super fast, meticulous, intricate. This is so cool to watch. Next up, this is called an arc shell. I've never had this one before. It looks like a little bit of sesame on top. It's a shell fish. Sesame flavor. A little bit of a crunch. Apparently Tokyo style tamago is sweeter. This is Osaka style, so it's made with the dashi. A little bit saltier. You can eat it at any time during the meal. Oh, juicy. Squid, and this time it's got some flavored sesame on top. Different color. It's spinach, pumpkin, carrot flavored sesame. Tastes like a little citrusy. Maybe there's some yuzu or something in there. The otoro or fatty tuna just came out. It honestly looks like beef. It's so marbled, it just melts. I can feel it just melting in my fingers already. Like everything else, when you say it melts in your mouth, is not as comparable to otoro. It really, you can just sit it on your tongue and it'll just turn into a liquid. White shrimp next up. Usually not a huge fan of the raw shrimp. Let's try. So it's minced shrimp, cut into tiny little pieces, so it's not chewy. Flavor's unique. Losing track, but I think maybe number 6, number 7. This is usually my favorite, one of my favorites after the otoro. This is mackerel. This kind is like a horse mackerel, but it's not quite. And then on top, it's yuzu pepper. The yuzu has a nice citrusy, but also at the same time the pepper kind of has a little bit of a spice to it. Oh, and that's a fatty fish too, that melts. Oh, that's good. So another cut of tuna, this time it's akami, so it's the lean part of the tuna, deep red color, and this is really interesting. He put Japanese mustard on top. Look at the color of that. Wow, tuna with mustard. It's good. Oh, and even though that's the lean cut, it's still so soft.
So good.
Besides the tuna being in season and lots of other fish, another thing that's in season right now is uni, and Hokkaido in the northern part of Japan is famous for its uni. We've got some Hokkaido uni with a little bit of wasabi on top. That is sea urchin. Very umami. Wow. Yum. That is really fresh. And that stuff is super expensive too. We just saw it in the market, and a box goes for, I don't know, $300.
Alright.
So we were offering them to our team, and it was like a great chance for me to go. Woman just appeared behind me, slid the door open, and came with miso soup, so very welcome. Really nice seafood flavor and leeks in there. I'm much more So obviously most sushi is raw, but he also does sear a lot of different pieces with his little blowtorch. And the next one up is, I believe, sea eel, anago. Okay, this one you gotta eat quick. Don't let it sit too long. Just melts again. So last piece is this little hand roll here. He lays down some rice and wasabi on top of a piece of nori, seaweed, and then with ikura, which is the salmon roe, and different types of fish that are kind of like a mixture of minced up fish. And he made it up specially for me like this. Let's try it out. Those salmon eggs just explode, a little crunchy on the outside. Wow, what a meal. Bye. Wow, what an experience that was. Oh, this restaurant's called Shutoku. I'll leave some information for it down in the description box. And a huge thank you to Yusan and Japan Wonder Travel. Couldn't have done it without them. And if you guys want to have an awesome experience like that, definitely check out Japan Wonder Travel. An omakase is a must try on your trip to Japan, and I have to admit though, making the reservation is not always an easy process, so someone like Japan Wonder Travel just simplifies it, makes it so easy, and getting permission to film in there is really not an easy task, so a huge thank you to them for helping out. But we're gonna head to another side of town called Asakusa, show you some of the cool things you can do and sights you can see here in Tokyo.
If you need a receipt, touch the receipt button.
Even taking the metro in Tokyo is an experience. We've just come over to another side of town called Asakusa, and you can find one of the wildest skylines you'll ever see here. There are a couple weird buildings. There's one with a kind of a yellow flame thing on top, and then another is the Asahi beer headquarters. It sort of looks like a mug of beer with some foam on top and then golden, and then also the Tokyo Sky Tree, the skinny tall one. Really cool view. What do you think it is?
I think it looks like a chair of a carrot.
A carrot?
Like golden carrot.
Oh, the
shape.
golden carrot building. Here in Asakusa, the most famous thing is the Sensoji Temple. This is the gate to enter the street that leads up to the temple. It's famous for this huge red lantern in the middle, and there are so many people here. I almost forgot just how crazy busy Tokyo can get, and now that they've reopened for tourism here in Japan, there's just so many tourists here. It's bustling. Wow, it's kind of crazy. The main strip leading up to Sensoji Temple is full of souvenir shops, lots of women wearing the kimonos, and there are also some little street food stalls. I spotted this guy who's grilling up fresh senbei, which are rice crackers, so I bought myself one. It's 80 yen. This flavor is black pepper. So let's try it out. It's just a rice cracker and then flavored. They might have dipped it in something as well. And I think this is a famous snack to try here in Sensoji Asakusa. It's so crunchy. Strong black pepper flavor. Actually, it's almost a little spicy. And then salt too. So crunchy, I like the texture. Ooh. So it's strawberry season also now in Japan. We saw lots of people eating different things with strawberries, and one of the things you can buy here at the Sensoji area is these candied strawberries. So 3 strawberries for 500 yen. Seems like maybe a deal compared to those $1,000 melons that we saw earlier today.
Over 1 million yen.
1 million yen?
1 million yen. Oh,
For 1 melon?
1.5 million yen for 1 melon.
Yeah, that's a juicy strawberry. Really strong strawberry flavor. And then candied sugar on the outside, crunches. That's actually really, really good. That's a juicy strawberry on the inside. Oops.
Drop the strawberry back. Not the strawberry.
You wanna try?
Yeah. My turn. Oh.
Oh. Who gets the last one?
No.
Okay. Strawberry's like a little bit sour. We just spotted a man making fresh red bean cakes. It's kind of like taiyaki, but taiyaki's always shaped like a fish. This one, he's got all different kinds of shapes. He's got his own custom mold, and all the shapes are Sensoji Temple related designs, but basically just puts down a little bit of batter, some red bean inside, and then batter on top, and then closes it up, and then grills it. So I've got a bag here of 6. So like I said, they're all different designs. Let's see what I get here. I'm not really sure what that one is, but here, let me find another one, show you a couple of the designs. Oh, there's a bird here. Maybe that's like the pigeon that's right here. Like I said, Sensoji Temple designs. There's the pagoda. This one's my favorite. I don't know what this is really, like the guard, I think, of the temple. Let's try it out. Oh, smoking hot. Creamy red bean on the inside. It's just a thin batter on the outside with quite a lot of red bean. Ooh. It's sweet, and it's got a little crunch on the outside. Really good. That took longer than expected to make it to the temple because we kept stopping for lots of little snacks along the way, but this is the Sensoji Temple. This is the gate, the real gate to come into the temple. The other gate was just to the street before the temple. So let's go inside and take a closer look, but there's also this beautiful pagoda over here too. Let's go take a look inside the temple. There's another huge lantern at the entrance and people are just piling into this place. Let's go take a look inside. Okay, we're inside now. Everybody is throwing a coin into this little thing in the middle and then making a prayer. So I'm gonna do the same here.
I didn't miss.
It went in?
Yeah.
Good. They must collect like thousands of dollars from that every single day. People are throwing 100 yen, which is about $1 US, and people are just throwing them. Some people I saw throwing 4 or 5. One thing that I love about Tokyo is the stark contrast of old meets new. I believe the Sensoji Temple is Tokyo's oldest temple, and then you've got the sky tree poking out over the skyscrapers right off in the distance. So a really cool balance between old and new. And we just spotted some street food stalls that are set up beside the temple here. I think it's just a temporary setup. And last time I was here, they definitely weren't here. So we're gonna take a look around and maybe sample some more street food here. There's a bunch of little tents set up selling all kinds of different Japanese street foods, and we spotted a guy making yakisoba, which is fried noodles, Japanese style. He puts all kinds of veggies in there and a ton of sauce. It smelled like the okonomiyaki sauce, and this is the final result. A little bit of pickled ginger on top, and he was making a mountain of this yakisoba. It just looked too good to pass up. Tangy, almost sour sauce, the okonomiyaki sauce. I love it. And it's got a really strong flavor and a little bit smoky actually. Grilled up nicely. Yeah, that's just satisfying. Noodles, yum. So like I said, I think this is just a temporary market. It's really not very common to find street food like this in Tokyo. So we got really lucky today, and we just went to this little tent here where he's selling grilled beef, open flame, right on the streets of Tokyo. That's pretty cool. So I ordered up a nice stick with the original sauce, and that is just steaming hot. Let's try that out. Whoa. It's really fatty. Kind of chewy actually. The sauce tastes like there's maybe like some sake or something in there. It tastes alcoholic. Oh, it's chewy beef. And 700 yen for one stick. A little expensive. It's buttery and fatty, but chewy. Alright guys, that's it for the first day here in Tokyo. Like I said earlier, this is my favorite food city, I think, in the entire world. It's pretty hard to have bad food here in Tokyo, and I'm so excited to be back filming a bunch of videos here in Japan. I've got some exciting stuff planned, so make sure if you haven't already, subscribe. And also, if you enjoy this video, hit the like button. And I'll see you guys on the next episode of Chopstick Travel. Bye.